When you give your power away and tell lies about your wife.
Hello, everybody. We are back because my editor and my producer and my hot babe of a wife told me that I needed to redo my video because I did not talk about naggers, or at least the pros and cons of naggers. And now, because she nagged about me and my last video, I have some cons at least to go on, because all before I had was pros. And, you know, I only had the pros of what naggers can do for you. Now I have the cons. Wow, can't see me. And she wanted me to go over it and redo it. I said, no way, man. I am already behind by 6. And so that one's counting, Scott. That one counts. This is number 2. So you get 2 in a day already. Okay. So it won't take long to talk about the pros of naggers because there aren't any. Oh, yes, there are lots, because that's why I'm doing this video, is because of nagging. Yes, I have been nagged by at least 3 or 4 people constantly for the last at least 10 minutes to do videos. And actually,
4 people living here?
Pardon me?
You said you had 4 people in the last 10 minutes nagging you. I wondered who else was here.
Well, they were all Becca. She corrected me again. See, that's why I love to do these videos, because she wants me to do the ones where we film them and then we can edit them and it all comes over nice and pretty and cute.
I don't even know how to do that.
I know. That's why we haven't done them before, because we didn't know how. And now I have to do it live, and so they get me raw. They get me raw, babe. Oh, and Mitch, I have on my motorcycle shirt. Motorcycle, see? Authentic motorcycle shirt. Actually, I was afraid to wear a Harley shirt because I don't have a Harley, you know, and but you do, and Sean does. So when you come to Hawaii someday, we'll have to get you find somebody that has a Harley for you to ride around. So the pros and cons of naggers. Wow, what are the pros, babe? The pros of nagging is that sometimes, if the naggee, not the nagger, the naggee, that's me generally, actually take the nagging to heart, it usually ends up really good for me. Really, I'm serious, because I usually end up doing what she wants, which usually ends up getting me what I want. And so it's a win-win. Now, the cons of nagging are also not very good. Because sometimes when I get nagged, I don't know about you out there, but sometimes when I get nagged, I get these like defensive walls that come up. And they're not like just straight up walls. They're kind of like really vibrating, like at a real angry energy kind of wall. And they're not a very good thing. They don't usually make me happy. And I usually don't get what I want, which definitely makes me not happy. Therefore, always, as Beck always says, always err on the side of right, or what you want most. Yeah. That is very good advice. So when I was single, I used to listen to a lot of, well, I still listen to a lot of tapes, but at that time I listened to a lot of relationship tapes, right? Because the next time around, I didn't want to do it as bad as I did the first time around. In fact, I didn't want to do it at all. But if I was going to do it, I didn't want to mess up as bad as I did the first time. So in one of the tapes, the guy said, and it was really good advice. Like most of them weren't very good advice as far as I was concerned. This one was very, very good advice. What he said was, figure out what the other person wants and give it to them. Pretty good advice, right? I thought it was a great advice because it works. And it works really good if the other one's like on the same page and they figure out what you want and give it to you, then everybody's happy. A win-win. We like win-wins. So that are the pros and cons of nagging. If you're the naggee, which is usually the spouse, okay, of somebody,
Close call.
it's probably the spouse of somebody, then you get to give them what they want. And then they quit nagging. Sometimes. Now, if they're a real true nagger, doesn't matter what you give them. Nah, they're still going to nag you. Yeah. And if you like being nagged at, go for it. You know. Anyway, this is number 2, Scott. Catching up. Good night. Okay, don't push it. I go like this. There we go.